You're outgrowing your old self. Not every reading hits like this one. 10 of Cups and Ace of Cups. I want you to feel into this before I even start, because what I am looking at right now is not subtle. This is not a gentle nudge. This is your heart literally expanding past what you thought was possible for you. And if you have been feeling that stretch, that ache, that weird emotional growing pain where you cannot quite fit into who you used to be, yeah, this reading is for you. Okay, so I pulled these cards for personal development specifically, and the second they came out I actually felt something in my chest, like a warmth. These are both cups, both about emotional capacity, both about love in the biggest sense of that word, and when they show up together like this, it is basically the universe saying your heart is about to hold so much more than it ever has. So the 10 of Cups. This card is the one everyone wants to pull for relationships, but we're looking at it through a completely different lens right now. In the traditional imagery, you see a family, a rainbow, this scene of total emotional fulfillment. And yes, that is beautiful, but for personal development, this card is showing me something way deeper. This is about you reaching a state of inner harmony that you have been building toward for a really long time, maybe without even knowing it. The 10 of Cups is the completion of an entire emotional cycle. It is what happens when you have done the work, when you have processed the grief, sat with the anger, let yourself feel the disappointment, allowed the joy, all of it. Every single cup from Ace to 9 has been part of your journey, and now you are standing at 10, which means you have actually arrived somewhere, not in a fake positivity way. And you have genuinely grown past a version of yourself that could not hold this much emotional maturity way. And I think that is wild. Like, you do not always get to see your own growth this clearly, but right now it is undeniable. You are not the same person you were 6 months ago, a year ago, maybe even 3 months ago. You have been quietly expanding, and this card is reflecting that back to you. It is saying, look at what you can hold now. Look at the peace you have access to. And I know peace sounds boring, but this is not boring peace. This is the kind of peace that comes after a storm, after 10 storms actually. It is earned. It is yours. You built this capacity. And then we have the Ace of Cups, and okay, wait. This is where it gets kind of funny actually, because the Ace is a beginning. It is the first card of the cup suit, so you have the 10, which is the completion, and the Ace, which is the start, and they're sitting right next to each other in this reading. Which tells me that your personal development right now is not a straight line. You're finishing something and starting something at the exact same time. The Ace of Cups is this overflowing chalice. In most decks you see a hand coming out of a cloud holding a cup and water is pouring out of it. Sometimes there is a dove. It is this pure, divine, unfiltered offer of emotional newness. And what that means for you right now is that just because you have reached the 10, just because you have completed this massive cycle of emotional growth, does not mean you are done. Actually, it means you are ready for a completely new level of feeling, a new depth of connection with yourself, a new kind of love that you could not have even understood before now, because the Ace always comes as a gift. You do not earn it, it just appears. And it is being offered to you right now because you have the capacity to receive it. That is the whole thing. You could not have held this a year ago. You would have spilled it everywhere or rejected it or not even noticed it. But now you are standing at the 10 and your hands are open and the Ace is right there saying, okay, you are ready for more. Let me show you what else your heart can do. So when you put these two cards together for personal development, it is honestly kind of perfect. You're at this really specific point in your growth where you have actually completed something real. You have healed a pattern. You have released an old version of yourself. You have stopped repeating a cycle. Whatever it is for you, you know what it is. And because you did that, because you stuck with it even when it was uncomfortable, you now have space, actual space inside you. And the universe does not let that space stay empty. It fills it. That is what the Ace is. You are being given a new beginning, but it is not random. It is directly connected to what you just finished. Think of it like this. The 10 of Cups is you finally having a healthy relationship with your own emotions. You are not afraid of them anymore. You do not shut down. You do not spiral. You can actually feel things and let them move through you, and because you can do that now, the Ace is offering you even deeper feelings, more beauty, more connection, more alevines. It is like leveling up but in your inner world. And the coolest part is that this is not about doing more, this is about receiving more. You already did the work, now you just have to let yourself have what is coming. Okay, so practical guidance, because I know some of you are like, cool, this sounds amazing, but what do I actually do? First thing, start noticing where you are still operating from your old capacity. Where are you still saying no to things because the old version of you could not handle them? Maybe that is a deeper friendship. Maybe that is actually letting yourself rest. Maybe that is feeling proud of yourself without downplaying it. Just notice where you are still playing small, even though you are not small anymore. You have grown. Let your actions reflect that. Second thing, create a tiny ritual around receiving, and I mean tiny. This does not have to be elaborate. It can be as simple as putting your hand on your heart every morning and saying out loud, I am ready to receive what is meant for me. Or filling a cup with water and before you drink it, just pausing for 3 seconds and feeling the symbolism of it. You're practicing the energy of the Ace. You're teaching your nervous system that it is safe to let good things in. Third thing, write down what you have outgrown. Actually make a list, not to dwell on it but to honor it, to acknowledge that you are not that person anymore. You do not have those limits anymore. You do not carry those fears the same way, and when you see it written out, it becomes real. You stop doubting your own growth. You stop slipping back into old stories about who you are. You let yourself be who you are now. And I want to ask you some things, just to sit with, not to answer right away but to feel into over the next few days. What would it look like if you actually let yourself feel as much joy as you are capable of feeling right now, not someday, right now? What if your capacity is already bigger than you have been allowing it to be? And what old identity are you still holding on to because it feels safe even though it does not fit anymore? Who were you when you were protecting yourself from feeling too much, and who are you now that you do not need that protection the same way? And last one, what is trying to come into your life right now that you keep saying you are not ready for? Because maybe you are. Maybe you have been ready and you just did not realize it. You are not who you were, and that is not a loss. That is the whole point. You have made space for a version of yourself that can hold more love, more peace, more actual happiness, and it is already here. You do not have to wait for permission. You do not have to earn it again. You did that part. Now you just have to let yourself live in this new capacity. Let yourself receive the Ace. Let yourself feel the fullness of the 10. You're allowed to be this happy. You're allowed to have grown this much. You're allowed to start again from a completely different place than where you started last time. Tell me, what are you ready to receive? Drop it in the comments. This is a collective reading. If this resonated, subscribe for more collective readings. If you made it to the end of this reading, you were meant to hear every word. Keep what resonates and leave the rest here. I never reach out privately and I never ask for payment.